Welcome back to another 100 essential films you gotta check out. Which, I don't know if that's necessarily true for a lot of these, especially this week's. We are going over The Bridge on the River Kwai. I've talked before about how war movies and westerns aren't really my thing, so this kind of already had a strike against it going into it. So keep in mind that I am going to have a very biased opinion of this going forward. That's just something to take into consideration while listening to me. If you are a big fan of war movies, then ignore everything I say. Watch till the end though, because I need the minutes watched for YouTube, and and go watch it anyway. But let me tell you my thoughts on this movie. The Bridge on the River Kwai is a 1957 epic war film based on the 1952 novel written by Pierre Boel. This film uses the historical setting of the construction of the Burma Railway in 1942 to 1943. I don't know how much of this movie is based off of or influenced on this historical event. But I will say that if it is significantly based on it, that is going to give me even stronger feelings than I previously had about this movie. So hopefully I don't find that out. Now, I've already stated that I'm not a big fan of this, and just to show you how little I know about war movies, this was the highest grossing film of 1957 and received overwhelmingly positive reviews from critics. It won 7 Academy Awards, including the Best Picture, and of course, like a lot of the pop chart movies, was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant when it was accepted into the National Film Registry. I think there was only one face that I recognized in this whole movie, and that was Alec Guinness. Of course, the only thing I've seen him in is Star Wars, where he played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars series, but he has been in a lot of major films. I just haven't seen them yet. In this movie, he plays Lieutenant Colonel Nicholson, who I have a very big issue with, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. I won't really get into a whole lot of the details of what happened in this movie for a couple of reasons. One is this movie is like just shy of 3 hours long, which in my opinion is way, way, way longer than it needed to be. And the second reason is a lot of it was just soldiers in a camp building a bridge. Another major character in this film is played by William Holden, and he plays Lieutenant Commander Major Shears. Now, we're introduced to Shears very early in the story because he is a prisoner of war. He does manage to pull off a miraculous escape and get saved by the British Army that could not believe he managed to escape the prisoner camp. They do manage to manipulate him into going back, which again, I have a huge issue with. One thing about me, if you didn't know, is that I am not a big fan of war. Not a big supporter of it. I think the whole idea is pretty dumb. There's a part in this film where Nicholson finds out that General Sato, I believe is how it's pronounced, who is the leader of the prisoner camp, has been making the prisoners build a bridge. He tells him that according to the Geneva Convention, it is illegal for him to force the prisoners into manual labor. Sato throws the papers off to the side and is like, "That you don't get to tell me what I can and can't do." To me, it's totally bonkers that there are certain rules and things you can do in a war where people are dying and being blown up and captured, but God forbid you make them work. So it would be okay to kill them in war, but if you capture them and make them work, that's wrong. And I think at the heart of it, it's stuff like that that is what makes me feel the way I do about war movies and war in general. I might lose some followers after a comment like that. I'd rather be followed for the way that I actually think than followed for a facade that I put up for people. I mean, there's even a part where Nicholson explains that he was ordered to surrender, but told everybody else that they weren't allowed to try to escape because that would be going against the direct orders of getting captured. So I don't understand what the plan there would have been. To get captured and stay there forever? That doesn't seem like a good plan or an order that anybody should follow. But if you are a war movie fan, this might be right up your alley. I just know that it wasn't one for me. And being almost 3 hours long really made it a chore to get through. But I did so that I could give you guys a review based on a well-informed opinion. So with that being said, let's get to the scratching. So this is the scratching of the bridge on the River Kwai. I normally either use a quarter or one of the Lucky Duck Entertainment pins. Today I will be scratching it off with this dime that I was paid for making lunch for Star today. I made her 2 turkey and cheese sandwiches with mayo, and I received a dime. So if anybody is wondering how this YouTube stuff is going out for me, I am making sandwiches for silver coins. And the laughing of this video is because Star is laughing at me for being broke and making sandwiches for change. So, without any further ado, the scratching off. Alright. Now I have an idea what I think might be behind here, and if I do, it may also be part of a spoiler. So we'll see what they did for us here. Nope. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was going to be. So behind the scratch off of the bridge on the River Kwai, or Kwai, or Kauai, we have an explosion of the bridge on the River Kwai. And I have also gotten my dime very dirty. I am very upset by that. All right, so there we have the scratching off of the bridge over the River Kwai. Sorry, I'm I'm receiving financial advice on how to spend or invest my dime that I made today. Apparently, I can buy multiple things if I go to a place like JCPenney's, which apparently I can buy things for less than a dime because it has penny in the name. So that is the scratching off of the bridge over the River Kwai. Next week we're going to be going over Vertigo by Alfred Hitchcock, which I'm excited about because I have not seen that one yet. I want to take a second to say thank you for watching the videos, hopefully hitting those buttons down below and telling your friends. A big I love you thank you to my Patreon subscribers whose names are going to pop up in just a minute. It means so much that you guys have my back. And we have very special news that came in earlier today. We got our Dr. Quackenstein's Creature stickers in today. I'm very happy about these. And the shirt versions of this with Lone Bad Friend Good are on the Spreadshirt shop right now. I'll add a link down below. I've already ordered mine and I'm very happy. But you guys get to find out first here before I post anywhere else. There is a limited run currently happening on the images on Spreadshirt. They do not have the Lucky Duck Entertainment logo in the picture. I'm waiting for my fantastic artist, Natalie, to come back to help me find out the best place to put it in the image. So if you want to get the limited edition run without the logo that's going to match the one that I have, you should head over now and pick one up before I get a chance to change it. So I hope you guys are having a great week. It's only Tuesday. I hope it gets better from here on out. Until next time, I love you all. Later days, and I'll see you next Tuesday.